This is Preserving Our Time Online, the place where older generations have the opportunity to explain the past to the younger generations through the use of technology. Jump on in and go for a ride through history with us, and I promise you'll hear some things you won't find in any book.
Hello, America. Tonight I have a special guest, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. But I will say, it's nice to have the CEO from Ninth Rule Entertainment Company here. And why don't you please tell us about your latest project? Well, thank you, sir, for the lovely introduction. I am Nick Jones, the CEO of Ninth Rule Entertainment Company. I really like that name. Ninth Rule Entertainment is in the process of creating a new project, a website called Preserving Our Time Online. That stands out. That means something. What this project is about is basically combining the stories of different generations and making connections between the older people and the younger people, the in-between people, all the people. That definitely shows the connection between technology of today and stories of yesterday. One thing that we've noticed is young people, millennials. I've made my own word. Because you've got the Generation X, you've got the Generation, I don't know, Y. You've got millennials. So I've came up with my own word called exennials. So that kind of combines them all together. And so you've got these exennials. And you've got the baby boomers, and you have the greatest generation. And I've noticed the biggest gap between the greatest generation and the exennials. And that's what we need to fix. Because the exennials really, really, really like the stories of the greatest generation. And those of the greatest generation, and I am speaking in generalities here, those of the greatest generation don't think that the younger generations care to hear their stories. Okay. Because they did not have the technology growing up, they're the generation who worked so hard to build what we have today, and they feel that the youngest generation just takes it for granted. And the only way to help bridge that gap is by talking. For people my age and younger, to learn the stories of the baby boomers and the greatest generation, specifically the greatest generation. And I've noticed the hesitancy to use technology as a platform to get their stories across. So I figured, hey, why don't we be the first ones to tell the stories? So you're going to see at times some baby boomer stories. Hopefully you'll see some greatest generation stories. And if need be, exennial stories. I don't know how much we'll be able to do as exennials because we haven't lived as long. But there's probably some interesting stuff in there that we can make happen. If anybody out there is interested in volunteering for one of these videos, just contact him and he will be happy to set something up for you. Well, thank you, sir, for having me on your show. I would be happy to come on anytime and talk about the project. I really appreciate having you here,